Saturday, May 23rd. I'm a homeless guy. I live in my vehicle. That's where I'm coming to you from right now. I'm not going to focus on that anymore. I did a channel about that. Daily channels, videos every day about that. And went on and on and on for months about every day. I'm not going to focus on that now. I'm just going to randomly do things and try to move forward on that. Everybody talked about the quarantine during the COVID-19. Complaining about being home. They couldn't handle it. They couldn't handle this, being quarantined. Again, you can't handle being quarantined in your own place for a month. There's no way you'd be able to handle my situation. But I get criticized. Again, not going to focus on that. Randomness. Surviving randomness. I just kind of came up with this name. I don't know what it's supposed to mean. Just sitting here, bored. Trying to move forward. That's all I can do is try to move forward. Some things are starting to happen for me this week, hopefully. Getting better as things open up. I had an opportunity yesterday. I'm supposed to start something this week. Building little by little. It's all about money and how you survive. I survived. I survived a world pandemic as a homeless guy. People couldn't survive being quarantined in their apartment. What does that tell you? What does that tell you about the weakness of people? To each their own, I guess. I can only speak from my own situations. Like I said, this channel is just going to be, I do things on Twitter and stuff like that. Not under this name, different name and stuff, but I follow Twitter for, I want to get into entrepreneur stuff. I want to get into a lot of different things, different ideas and stuff like that, and do the entrepreneur thing. Got a lot of ideas and stuff like that, and I want to move on from that. I try to pick up things on there from people that are in finance, people that are, in the business, in entrepreneur stuff, technology. I'm good with troubleshooting computers. I can do that, but again, a lot of it you can't do from the vehicle. Can't do it from in here. A lot of ideas and stuff like that I want to do, that I got to get out, and all that takes money. But I survived. I survived the world pandemic. The entire world was shut down, and I was living in a parking lot. People were home, struggling, crying, watching Netflix, ordering pizza. Complaining on Twitter, complaining on Facebook, when's this going to be open? I want to get out, I want to get out, I want to get out. They're worried about their bills, worried about, this and this and this, but they're going out getting drunk and they're buying liquor and stuff like that, getting drunk, sitting at home, wasting away on Netflix. To each their own, That's not me. I stayed focused. But yeah, I'm going to try and get as many videos as... I'm just going to plug videos. That seems to be the way to do it on here, on YouTube. Just randomly do videos, 2 a day or something like that, just until something kicks off and stuff, and go from there. I keep looking around, like I said, because I'm in a parking lot, and I just, it's hot. I don't know how hot it is, but sitting here, trying to get some breeze. What are you gonna do? It is what it is, I guess, But I survived. I can say that. It's almost like when you watch on Naked and Afraid, how those people survive and stuff, and what they do and go through and stuff, and try to be almost the same idea, I wasn't eating bugs or anything like that. I didn't have to set my own fire or anything like that, or none of that kind of stuff. But, in my mind, it's similar. It's tough out here. It's going to be even tougher. But I'm fortunate. I finally, everything's opening up. I got opportunities coming my way finally. And I can only go one day at a time. Each opportunity comes my way, I've got to take it, because it may open up to another opportunity. I also started thinking about, like I said, I started getting into entrepreneur stuff and following people on Twitter and learning about that. And I used to watch these videos on how Google started, and how Amazon started, and how all these people started. Some of them were homeless. A lot of these celebrities were homeless. some rock stars were homeless, and they just stuck with their guns and moved on from there. It's all on YouTube, and they made it. You got to stay focused. That's all I do every day. I try to. God, you get pissed off and everything like that, but you know, you never know when that opportunity is going to come, and that's all I can do is try to make opportunities for myself and go forward. Being impatient, I am impatient. You know, I hate waiting for things. Hate waiting for people to get back to me. Hate waiting for this and this and all that. And like I said, people have made it. That, you know, they're wealthy now because they created things. I've got things. I've got ideas. A lot of people, like you know, on that show Shark Tank, they create these products. You know, another skincare product or another. You know, they're not really creating anything. Another kind of cookie or another kind of sandwich, or it just, you know, I can't watch TV because, you know, I'm stuck in my vehicle. You know, people ask the craziest questions too, and I tell you, man, it just cracks me up. They ask, well, how do you pay for your phone? How are you on YouTube? How are you able to get on Facebook? Yeah, really? That's what you want to know? Boy, if they ever knew how simple it was. It's amazing. Again, being smart. You know, people couldn't survive it. People couldn't survive in their apartments. There's no way they could survive out here a week. Their phone gets shut off. They don't know what to do. Well, great, now my phone's shut off. What am I doing? Really? Are you kidding me? Wow. Yeah, like I said, I'm not going to focus on that anymore. I did a whole channel on that for months. It didn't get me anywhere. Now I've got opportunity coming up this week, something to look forward to, so I got to take each one that comes my way. Who knows? It may lead to something like that. But going back to Shark Tank, you know, they all want products. They want to see a product. Not everything is a product. Sometimes, you know, I have a motto that I came up: problems, ideas, solutions. You know, there's problems out there that need solutions, simple solutions. That the thing for me was the homeless stuff. The failure that is in the homelessness. I saw it when I was in a shelter. And when I get back on my feet and get moving forward and stuff like that, I'm going to prove that point. These shelters are for profit. You're leaving people on the streets for no reason. They don't have to be out here on the street. I'm going to change that. I hope to change that, one person at a time. I saw the need for in these shelters, what these people need and stuff like that. And the staff were no help to them. Made no effort whatsoever. You know, so that's where I'm going to focus on too. Solutions to problems. People do it all the time. You know, they push for world hunger, or they push for you know, climate control, or global warming, or you know, these are all problems that need solutions. Sure, products might help and stuff like that, but a lot of times, you know, a service, you provide a service to somebody that helps them and stuff like that, training and stuff like that. There's no product involved unless the mind is the product. You know, resources and stuff like that, having resources, having people to turn to. These shelters are not it. These staff people are not it. The wrong people are handling it. And that's what I plan to prove with that. But yeah, this is the first video. I'm kind of rambling on, but like I said, it's random, so just gonna go about that and see what happens. And hit the subscribe button, hit like on any videos and stuff like that, and you know, share anything. You know, help me build an audience. That's the biggest thing: build an audience. You can't solve problems if you don't get the word out. We're finding that out in this COVID-19. You know, they say we're all in this together. Well, now it's over, so everything's going to go back to normal. You're not in everything together. But I have a lot of ideas and stuff like that I plan on using, but I need to get out of my situation and use my skill set, use my thoughts and ideas to create my solution and move from there. and go forward with that and prove a point that you don't need to be spending 12, 15, 18 million dollars to a state government that disperse the money down to local governments, into these shelters, into these organizations, and then they disperse it to staff, and then what's left over is we gave you $21.9 million. Why do you still have homeless people? I'll tell you why they still have it, but I've got to get into a place where I can get set up and go from there and prove my point. So like I said, follow me, hit subscribe, give me a chance, and like I said, every day will be something random. If I get bored or something like that, or something happens, I'll just put it on here. If I pick up on something on Twitter or something like that, I'll share it on there. Go from there. That's all I can do.